Yo, what's going on, y'all? This is Marcus Rosa, aka Mazuma TV, back at y'all with another live. Man, I hope everybody's having a blessed, beautiful, positive, productive night. I hope y'all had a great day overall, man. Back at y'all with some more boxing talk. There's not anything, unfortunately, that's going on that's too hot in the boxing world right now that we already didn't cover. So we just gonna speak about Jaron Ennis and Stanionis tickets update, man. Almost being sold out in Atlantic City for April 12th, with about 4 weeks out. They almost got the tickets all sold out, man. So we definitely going to talk about that. Then we're going to talk about Shakur Stevenson getting called out by who? By who? And then we'll get into some open boxing topics. You see what I'm saying? Shout out to everybody that's in the building so far. I already see we got some comments going in before the live even started. Shout out to my boy Chris OY. He said, may God continue to bless you, bro. All love on my side. Likewise, my brother. Thank you, man. Much love. Denitric Banner said, yo, I seen Low go on Greg's stream. When you going to make an appearance? I don't know, man. I don't even, bro. I'll be so busy throughout my day, bro. Like I'm busy from 8 in the morning till 8 p.m., bro. You feel what I'm saying? And then I get on here at 10:30 to talk to y'all. You feel what I'm saying? So I don't know. I don't really be tuned in on nobody lives. You know, my group chat keep me informed of what's going on in the boxing world. You know, I read some shit on, Twitter, Ring Magazine and shit like that, bro. But, hopefully we could get Greg on, sometime soon, because we had him on not too long ago. You feel what I'm saying? So we'll see. Slime, what up? Chris Maldonado, what up? Yo, Chris, did you get your merch yet? If you didn't get your merch yet, man, let me know, man, because I don't know what's going on. Oh, I got 20 likes. Oh, shit. Okay, they showing mad love. Salute. Shout out to the boy Slime. Go get the money. What up? Teacher Selvin, what up? Damn, you still ain't get the shirt yet? What the fuck going on? Dangerous Desires Bullies, what up? Coffee Plant, what up? Y'all keep hitting that like button, y'all. Let's get the algorithm on the up so that people know Mazuma TV is live. You feel what I'm saying? Salute. Hey, look, man, I've been seeing in my comment section, we got a lot of trolls in the building, you heard? I mean, niggas disguising themselves as other people just to try to get some attention out of me. You feel what I mean? I'm seeing niggas on the profile views just watching and lurking. You feel what I'm saying? And then they disguising themselves and they trying to make themselves relevant, bro. It's sad, bro. That's sad. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna get too much into it, but niggas definitely on weird shit. Teacher Selvin said, what's the big fight at 154 next? There's a lot of them, man. There's a lot of them. I mean, that could possibly happen next. I don't see anything definitive as of yet. Virgil Ortiz versus Bakr Murtazaliev. They're trying to make that fight happen. I don't know exactly what's the update on that. From what I heard, Virgil got a hand injury that might require surgery. So that might be held off. Keith Thurman in the mix. He calling out Charlo. He calling out Errol Spence. Terrence Crawford is not really a part of 154 right now. He about to fight. He preparing for Canelo at 68. Sebastian Fundora about to fight Cordell Booker. Trash ass fight. Joey Spencer about to fight Tim Tszyu. Trash ass fight. In my opinion, no disrespect to neither one of them, but Joey Spencer, I don't think he's deserving of a Tim Tszyu fight, if we being honest, but it is what it is. But as of right now, I don't really see nothing, signed yet at 154, but 154 is about to be on and popping in due time. Yeah, I mean, so let's get into these topics, man. I really wanted to talk about this because this was exciting news to me. Um, I guess it was a coincidence today. Nah, Joey Spencer and Tim Zoo not a good one, bro. Like you really got to think about it. Tim Zoo coming off of back-to-back losses. You feel what I mean? Joey Spencer pretty much been inactive since Jesus Ramos whooped his ass. So I guess Joey Spencer. I think he won one more fight after that. But besides that, man, Joey Spencer. What has he done to deserve a fight with Tim Zoo? Tim Zoo's a big name at 54, whether we want to acknowledge it or not. That's a former world champion right there. So we would like to see Tim Zoo in, some sort of competitive fight. Now, this can be a competitive fight depending on what version of Tim Zoo shows up. He took back-to-back losses. He might be a shell of himself. We don't know. Losses impact everybody differently. But Joey Spencer, on the other hand, he's never proven that he was an elite level 154. You see what I'm saying? It's a comeback fight for Zoo. I mean, that don't necessarily make it a good fight, though. You feel what I'm saying? Like Brock Jarvis was a comeback fight for Keith Thurman. Was it a good fight? Not at all. You feel what I'm saying? So, maybe that's just me, just expecting too much as a boxing fan. I'll give Tim Zoo the pass because, he had a bad cut with, Sebastian Fundora. Then he got knocked out in his next fight against Bakr Murtazaliev and shit like that. So I'll give him the pass. You feel what I mean? But Joey Spencer, in my opinion, he don't deserve a Tim Zoo fight. You know what I mean? I would like to see, Joey Spencer defeat another contender at 154 right now before we get to talking about him fighting a former world champion or anything like that. But it is what it is, man. He with PBC, he with Al. He get them opportunities. Tim Zoo got a history of doing business with PBC. So, I guess this is just another, example of that. No, yeah, Sarah, unfortunately, I will not be at the Boots fight. You think he can mess with Thurman? Who you referring to? Tim Zoo? Tim Zoo is aggressive. Tim Zoo got good power. He got good conditioning, a lot of will. He got a lot of dog in him. Keith Thurman could give Tim Zoo fits. This is exactly why Keith Thurman been pursuing Tim Zoo for this long and is still looking for the fight. Because he knows stylistically he could pose some fits for Tim Zoo. The mobility that Keith Thurman has, the boxing ability, the jab, the speed, the combination punches that Keith put together. It could off, I just think the overall skill set, he feel like he could outbox Tim Zoo and run him into big shots. Because Keith Thurman got some power too. Like, he always been a powerful puncher. So I think that he feels like he could outbox him. He could, he could hit him with some good shots and probably hurt Tim Zoo or whatever the case is, just completely outclass him. I could see how, he sees that. You feel what I mean? But, inactivity has played Keith Thurman's career. Brock Jarvis isn't a really good measuring stick to see what you got left. You know what I'm saying? Tim Zoo is a few levels above Brock Jarvis, if we being honest. So, him beating Brock Jarvis doesn't guarantee that he defeats Tim Zoo, but he has the style necessary to give Tim Zoo problems, for sure. Teacher Selvin said, one more question. Edgar Berlanga, he burned his bridges at Top Rank. He murdered his bridges at Matchroom. He's going to join Jake Paul Promotions. Edgar is a star for losing. Ow. Listen, man, that's what happens when you think that you're at a certain level that you're not. You feel what I'm saying? And it just goes to show that Edgar Berlanga really doesn't understand the business. And he I ain't gonna lie, he doing some grimy shit with Eddie Hearn, so Eddie Hearn getting back at him. For example, Edgar Berlanga before signing with Matchroom was a prospect at Top Rank. He didn't beat any credible names, if we being honest. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't even at the contender level. You feel what I'm saying? Regardless of what anybody say, he still was somebody that Top Rank was building up and polishing up on. He didn't like how Top Rank was paying him, and he felt like he should have gotten more and that he should have been pushed more as a star. Top Rank released him as a result of that. He goes over to Matchroom. Matchroom gets him like what, 1 or 2 fights? It gets him the biggest fight of his career with Canelo Alvarez, bro. And puts him in a very prestigious situation, career high paydays, put him on a platform where he could get recognized by the masses. Because when you fight Canelo, a lot of eyes are on you. And, a lot of people was applauding Berlanga because they didn't expect him to actually make it the full 12 rounds with Canelo. And although he got cooked and shit like that, he did the best with what he could, with what he had in terms of skill set, experience, and all that other shit. So, I guess his stock went up because a lot of people thought he showcased hard and, he got up off the canvas and he did what he put up the best fight that he could, right? So Matchroom put him in that position, nobody else. So, Eddie Hearn probably knocking on Berlanga's door like, yo, man, like your contract about to expire. We did a lot for you. You know what I mean? Like we scratched your back. Now it's time to scratch ours. Like we could keep getting you in some big fights with like Diego Pacheco and, all these other dudes that's at the super middleweight division. We could do that. We could probably set you up. We probably just tell him like, yo, we could get you all the biggest fights, blah, blah, blah. Edgar Berlanga doesn't want to commit to Matchroom after they done that shit for him. So Eddie Hearn like, damn, I did all this shit for you. And now you ain't about to do this for me? All right, take this undercard, little nigga. We gonna have Amber Williams headline. And apparently Edgar Berlanga was frustrated because he wanted to have an event in Puerto Rico. And Eddie Hearn's like, why the fuck would I do that for you? Why would I take a fight over to Puerto Rico for you when you're not even about to re-sign with me? You acting like you don't even fuck with us. So why would I even do you that favor if I know you're not gonna, pay us back? Why would we do you a favor if you ain't gonna do us that favor? You feel what I mean? So I understand Eddie Hearn's perspective, and if Edgar Berlanga want to get mad, bro, ain't you a fucking superstar? Why don't you just go? Why don't you just do what Canelo do? Go get a network to back you. You know what I'm saying? Have a network pay you, and you could just do it under Berlanga Promotions. Why don't you just do that? You this big superstar, right? Floyd Mayweather did shit under Mayweather Promotions, and he was backed by networks like Showtime. You feel what I mean? Why don't you get the zone to back you? You start Edgar Berlanga Promotions or whatever the case is, since you this fucking megastar, super legend you call yourself. Why don't you make your own events out in Puerto Rico? Since it's like, you know what I'm saying, it's so easy and you that much of a star, why don't you just put the power in your own hands? Because you know you a little nigga. You think you this fucking star. Eddie Hearn don't see you as this motherfucking star. He trying to get them Canelo benefits where, he don't got to sign with a motherfucker and they just going to give him a big bag and do whatever he pleases. Bro, you not on Canelo level, cuz. You not on Canelo level. Canelo could do that shit because this nigga been pro since he was 15 and built himself from the ground up and been in big fights with Floyd, Cotto, fucking Shane Mosley. He been in big fights with James Kirkland, Erislandy Lara, Triple G 3 times. You know what I'm saying? Caleb Plant. Like he done been around the block, bro. And there's a lot of people I'm sure I missed. He put himself in a position where he could do that type of shit. And, he built himself up to be this absolute megastar. You haven't done anything besides get your ass whooped by Canelo. And you think you entitled to, what these these megastars do, which is go to whatever network they want, get a bag, and just have, you could just skip around as you please. No, use a little nigga, cuz. You don't got no paper trail of selling pay-per-views. Why would they trust you? Oh, Belanga's this megastar. We better go get that event going on in Puerto Rico because he's gonna sell. Bro, you don't have a history of selling in Puerto Rico. The only place you ever shown to sell was New York, because that's where you from. You leaning back to the ring with Fat Joe. That's what the fuck you known for. That's why Top Rank kept your ass over there. Besides that, you asking for shit that, you getting too big for your britches, little nigga. You gotta fall back. Straight like that. Nigga said EBK. That's hilarious. Nigga said he sold Fetty to Junior Senior earlier. You out here incriminating yourself, my brother. You gotta say allegedly after that. Coffee Plant, I will be watching the fights. Absolutely. You know what I mean? But I didn't even get to talk about Jaron Ennis and Stanionis. Like I said, they fight in April 12th. They're about, let me see where my calendar at. Yeah, we're about 4 weeks away from the fight. It's currently March 13th. They fight in April 12th, so a little less than 4 weeks. Or around 4 weeks, honestly. And they almost sold out the entire venue, man. Mind you, it's not the biggest venue. This ain't a stadium or, anything like that. It's definitely not the Wells Fargo in itself. However, they putting on some pretty good numbers, man. When you look at, let's actually take a look at this. I'm gonna show you guys. I'm gonna show you guys right here. Shout out to my boy Hassan Wells. I don't know Hassan Wells, so I'm not really calling him my boy, but you get it. He keeps us informed of what's going on in the boxing world. And Ticketmaster shows. Let me share the screen real quick. So this is the the chart. You know what I'm saying? This is the chart right here. And of course, we got a lot of the nosebleeds available from what we could see. But all of the seats that are close to the ring, you know what I mean? They pretty much up and gone. You feel what I'm saying? So this is a really good look, man. Can you imagine if they just promoted the fight a little bit more? They put a little bit more money behind the promotion. This might have been a completely sold out event if they really pushed it. And, I've been a little critical about them not really pushing the fight how they should be, man. Look, man, this is two of the best welterweights in the current division, fighting each other for 3 belts, man. The WBA, the IBF, and the Ring Magazine title. You feel what I'm saying? So I think this should have definitely got a little bit more push. And let's keep it 1,000, man. Jaron Ennis is an absolute superstar in the making. You feel what I mean? He has the charisma. He got the look. He got the abilities. He gives you the exciting fights. He gives you the knockouts. He's an absolute showman in there. There's nothing that he can't do. You feel what I'm saying? So I do think that they should be pushing this a little bit more. I'm seeing Eddie Hearn seeming to be more focused on, Turkey al-Sheikh related events. I'm also seeing him, heavily involved with the UK events that's going on and shit like that. And I don't think that's where he should be focused at, in all honesty, man, because no disrespect to any of them dudes. I don't think any of them dudes have the potential that Jaron Ennis has at this point in time. Just my personal opinion. You feel me? Maybe Conor Benn, because he's going to be a huge ticket seller in the UK and shit like that. Eddie Hearn, you know what I mean? That's his bread and butter, the UK market. I get it. But in reality, man, if you put Jaron Ennis and Conor Benn in the ring, what you think going to happen? What you think going to happen? The cream going to rise to the motherfucking top, and they ain't going to be Conor Benn. I'll tell you that. You feel what I mean? Yeah, Boots absolutely destroys Conor Benn. Conor Benn can't fuck with Boots. We know this. We ain't got to really break down any footage. Man, we know what type time Conor Benn on. We've seen who he struggled against. You feel what I'm saying? We ain't got nothing for Jaron Ennis. I think that's... So with that being known, Eddie Hearn should come to that realization, take the UK market dick out his mouth, and go all in on Jaron Ennis. But, it is what it is, man. I can't tell that man what to do. He his own man. He's going to do what he feels is right. So it is what it is. But extremely proud of Jaron Ennis, man. Like I said, ironically, I had my Jaron Ennis hoodie on today, and then I get the news that it's close to being sold out with a month left. That's a lot of time. A lot of tickets could be sold, in that time frame. And, a lot of people last minute anyway. So, they almost sold out, when the last minute come around and people all of a sudden don't got plans, a few more of them tickets going to be gone as well. So shout out to Jaron Ennis. Shout out to Stanionis for putting on an amazing fight for the welterweight division. And we really going to see exactly what level Jaron Ennis is on, what Stanionis has, waiting for Jaron Ennis. And we going to see who the best in the division is. Because I think whoever wins this fight and hands down, is the best 47 in the world. Rio said that undercard is horrible, though. Let's see this undercard. I think the main event sells itself, and sometimes that's just how the cookie crumble. In reality, we're not really paying or looking to see the undercard. You know what I mean? If you got a good undercard, then that's beautiful. But, I think the main event sells itself, man, because it's such an exciting fight. But I see that Tamir Smalls is on here. For those of y'all who don't know who Tamir Smalls is, be on the lookout for him. He's from Philadelphia. He's actually grew up in the same neighborhood I grew up in. Phenomenal. 13-0. With 9 knockouts. You feel what I mean? Tall. They say he listed as 5'9". I'm 5'9", and he's taller than me. Tall, rangy, big puncher, good killer instinct, intelligent, and he trains with Jaron Ennis. So that's going to be a good look. I see Giasov is on here. Giasov, I believe he's somebody's mandatory. I forgot who. Let me see. I forgot who Giasov is a mandatory for. I think it might be for Boots. It's either Boots or Stanionis. But I think they gave him some step aside, and then he's going to actually fight on the undercard. 16-0. Zaquin Moses is returning against a 1-3. So, you know what I mean? They still cooking them up. They still cooking up. And I see Naeem Parker is on here. I'm familiar with Naeem Parker. He's from Philadelphia. He's going up on the B side against Harley Medeiros. This might not be too good for Naeem, but we'll see. We'll see. He's definitely coming in on the B side. Keith Conley fighter. Ain't looking too good, brother. So you're going to have to really fight your ass off to get that dub. But, I mean, the undercard, based off of what I'm seeing on BoxRec, it ain't the best. I also seen Giasov is mandatory for whoever wins. Man, Boots just need to move up after this fight if that's the case, bro. I don't want to see no fucking Jaron Ennis versus Giasov, dog. Yeah, I remember Raymond Ford was supposed to be on the card, but unfortunately, who's my top 5 fighters of all time? Justin Jackson? You talking about favorites or you talking about like greatest? I could, because there's a difference between favorite fighters of all time and greatest fighters of all time. So you let me know, Justin, which one we talking about? Both favorite fighters of all time, we going to go Felix Tito Trinidad, James Lights Out Tony. We're going to go Lennox Lewis. Damn. After them 3 is always tough. We're going to go Roy Jones Jr. Damn. I'm going to say Wilfredo. Is it Wilfredo Gomez? Favorite? No. Damn, I don't know. 5th spot. Fuck it. I go Sugar Ray Leonard. I've been watching him a lot lately. Yeah, I mean, my favorite active fighters today, Jaron Ennis, David Benavidez, Ben Rodriguez. I fuck with I ain't gonna lie, I fuck with Terrence Crawford. I like Diego Pacheco too, man. Like I fuck with dude. Like he walking there like he talking, bro. You know what I'm saying? I fuck with Diego. I was nervous as hell for that Steve Nelson fight though. Do I know Jalil Hackett? Not personally, but I do know him as a fighter. Alfredo Gomez, man. Greatest fighters of all time list though, man. That's tough. Like I don't know, man. It's just hard to go against certain eras. Like my greatest of all time list involves a lot of heavyweights though. I don't know why. I think like Muhammad Ali on there. It's hard for me to not put Muhammad Ali on there. Of course, Sugar Ray Robinson, you definitely gotta go with him. He had a phenomenal streak. Then we talking about like Joe Louis, who was the longest reigning heavyweight champion of all time. You know, Henry Armstrong. You know that I've been studying up on and off for the past couple weeks. Uh, Bro, it's tough. Like Roberto Duran is definitely one of the greatest in my opinion. Um, Larry Holmes had 20 title defenses at heavyweight, bro. Like we can't discredit none of that. Like Larry Holmes, one of the greatest to ever live. You feel me? Then you got guys like who was underappreciated that was all time greats, like Carlos Monzon. Like these, it's a lot of them, bro. I don't think Joe Calzaghe is a top 10 great, Victor. No disrespect. I think he's one of the greatest super middleweights of all time, but top 10 great, I think that's a stretch. I think that a lot of the guys that he beat, in all honesty, Roy, Bernard Hopkins, I feel like those were, guys who were, not at their peak. You feel what I'm saying? Andre Ward, I don't know how Andre Ward is always supposed to be on my favorite list, on my favorites list. I'm sorry, Andre Ward. Andre Ward, I put him ahead of James Toney. So that was 4. So Tito Trinidad, James Toney, Andre Ward, Lennox Lewis. Then that 5th, who was that 5th I had? I don't even remember, bro. My memory cooked. I ain't even gonna lie to you. Tito Trinidad, James Toney. Oh, I put Roy on there. My fault. Andre Ward, Roy Jones, Lennox Lewis. There you go. But greatest of all time, man, it's always hard for me to put those together, man, because I feel like I'm always leaving somebody out. You know what I'm saying? Like it's a lot, bro. I never said Cambosis. Don't get smacked with the wrench, Lon. You tripping. Fuck George Cambosis. He was like, I don't know. When he was building up that fight with Devin Haney, he was low key like not saying racist shit, but like he was like engaging in like black stereotypes. You feel what I'm saying? Oh, where's your chains? Oh, you like a rapper. Like that shit, bro. That type of shit, man, make me want to slap the shit out of a white boy, dog. Swear to God. And they was like building Devin Haney up to be like this street nigga. And they had him posing with chains on. Like, what is y'all doing? What is y'all doing, bro? Passive aggressive racism is one of them, bro. You got your put your chains on. You're like a rapper. Motherfucker. Slap the shit out you on that stage, punk ass nigga. And I don't be talking. I got a history of smacking white boys. But if you want, white boy called me a Mexican. I slapped fire out him in front of all his friends, and all them niggas froze up. And I was by myself. They could have strolled me, fucked me up, whatever. It was like 5, 6 of them niggas smacked him right at the bus stop. We got on the same bus. Ain't nothing happened to me. Reef Hound says Pernell Whitaker, James Toney, Paul Williams, Aaron Pryor, Juan Manuel Marquez. All right, you got a little bit of everything in there. You got the volume punchers. You got the slick boxers. You got the absolute. Aaron Pryor was a fucking dog, cuz. Juan Manuel Marquez, one of my favorites ever, too. He's not top 5, but Juan Manuel Marquez is definitely on my list. Love his counter punching abilities. Dog, fucking heart, chin. Come on, man. It ain't Frosted Flakes, you hating ass nigga. Mind your business. It's granola, fuck nigga. Am I watching NUA next fight? Shit, depend on what time it is, man. Is he fighting in Japan? Aaron the Hawk Pryor, definitely the man, though. Sugar Ray Leonard ain't want no problems with Aaron Pryor. And I think he beat Tommy Hearns in the amateurs too. Oh, he fighting in Vegas. Oh, I'm tuned in though. I ain't missing no anyway fight. I love how the way that dude fight. He got my respect. Who crying? Damn, this nigga studying the way that the cup rattled to determine what type of cereal it is. If that ain't like pure big baptism, like, I don't know what that is. Like, that's some real fat nigga shit. Like, this nigga put the phone to his ear, grabbed a pen and paper, and calculated the sound times the volume of the cup, and then from there was able to decipher what type of cereal was in the cup. Like it take a certain type of obesity to obtain that level of genius. Like it take a certain type of diabetic to really take the time to study what is shaking in another nigga's cup on a live stream on YouTube. That big backery is real, my brother. Seek help immediately. This nigga said he gave a cup of ultrasound. God bless Slime. That nigga needs help. Nah, Max, Slime is my brother, man. He just be trolling. You know what I'm saying? He the big troll. Sugar had fired Aaron Pryor from being a sparring partner because he used to give him good work. I never understood that. Like, if niggas giving you good work, why would you fire them? Never understood that. And then it's like, as a fighter, it shouldn't even be up to you to decide who your sparring partners are. That should be strictly up to your trainers. Like, that's how you know niggas they reach a certain level of arrogance when they start running their camp. Like, nigga, you pay your coaches for that. Let them handle that. I never heard of Andre Ward selecting his sparring partner. I always heard Virgil Hunter was, and I'm not saying you don't have a say as a fighter, but at the same time, if you paying these niggas a percentage of your check to train you, let them niggas run your camp and you just focus on boxing. You doing too much. So that must have mean Aaron Pryor was whooping his ass and he wanted to save himself for the fight. That's what it sounded like. And I felt bad, bro, because we had some guys come over from this other gym in Philly that we cool with, getting ready for the Golden Gloves, man. And my amateur boy put him to sleep, man. Knocked him out. Straight right hand, put him to sleep. And they had to cancel the goddamn Golden Glove shit. Kryptonian X-ray food vision? That's crazy. Shout out to the boy Victor. He said, That's why I stay watching your channel. You are naturally funny. Some of these other dudes try too hard and are goofy. It takes a certain type of, bro, I'm trying to tell you, Slime different. Slime's a different nigga, man. Like when this nigga, when he, like you know it'd be crazy, bro. Like he don't even be joking. Like, cause I'm always, bro, when I get to the crib, bro, I'm eating dinner at like 8:30, 9 o'clock. You know, after dinner, niggas be wanting a snack and shit. By the time I get to the snack, I'm on here chopping it up with y'all. This nigga Slime will not stop talking about the food. This nigga will not stop talking about the food until he figure out what it is. And he will not stop asking until I tell him. This nigga be relentless. Like, Slime you know what I'm gonna do, man? Slime need to start his own YouTube channel, bro. Slime, but he don't need to be talking about boxing, UFC, none of that. He just need to, bro, and you in the most perfect place, bro. Like, you're in Puerto Rico, bro. You know how many fucking good-ass restaurants are over there? You speak Spanish, too. You should be traveling all around the island. Get you know what I mean, save your money up, get a whip, bro, and drive around the island and just review restaurants, cuz. Like, what are you doing? Like, what are you doing? You have too much passion and calories. You are too passionate about calories and carbohydrates to not make no money off of it, my brother. You are in one of the best places to review food. I swear to God, bro, I will back that 1,000% if you did that. Swear to God, and I'll promote it on my channel all day, bro. But anyways, maybe I'm tripping, man. Maybe I'm gonna be the only content creator on this motherfucker. Shout out to the 35 people that's in the building, man. We gonna get into some open boxing topics, but before I get into that, let me check my battery real quick. We all good in the hood. Shakur Stevenson has been getting called out vigorously, ladies and gentlemen, and y'all want to wonder who it is. And I never heard of the little nigga, man. I had heard his name get brought up previously when Shakur was struggling to find an opponent because of Mama Schofield tore his clitoris. You know, I think Mama Schofield tore his clitoris. And he wasn't able to, take part in the event with his son. He was mad that he wasn't getting interviewed with his son, so he pulled his son out. So because of that, Shakur Stevenson was struggling to find an opponent. And I had heard this dude mention, I heard the dude be mentioned as a possible Shakur Stevenson opponent, but they ended up choosing Josh Padley instead. And that happens to be Javier Herrera. Javier Herrera. You feel what I mean? And this little nigga be talking crazy. Now, I didn't even know that he was a shit talker or anything like that, but apparently, let's go look at who Javier Herrera is, and I guess it worked out because we on here talking about him, right? And we had spoke about him before, and I pretty much dissected his resume on BoxRec, so we could go back to the BoxRec and really break down his record. In reality, it's nothing too crazy. Now, based off of what we see, he's 16-0, 14 knockouts, Cuban, 22 years old. He currently lives in Dubai, but he's from Cuba, right? Cool. He's actually listed to fight somebody March 15th, so he's fighting in 2 days. But he's a lightweight, obviously, which is why he's calling out Shakur Stevenson. He's fought as low as 130. But when you look over his resume, he's got an 8-0, 11-1. You know what I mean? Shit like that. But nobody of significance that we actually know of, if we being honest. You feel what I mean? So I don't really see him fighting for no version of belts or anything like that. And I don't see not one fight where this dude actually fought in America. He's been fighting in boxing clubs in Dubai and shit like that. But I don't know if he's ranked in any sanctioning bodies or anything like that, but he out here talking greasy. He's on the Nick Ball card. All right, that's dope. Max Jackson says Corey need to fight him next. Really? I feel like Shakur should fight, and this is, obviously this might be, a little far-fetched because Cepeda pussy, but I was thinking Shakur should look at the winner of Cepeda and Tevin Farmer rematch. Who is Javier Molina? I'm not familiar with him. I never, bro, on some real shit, I never heard of dude until he was mentioned as a possible replacement for Shakur. And after they picked Josh Padley, everybody was like, oh, man, why he want to fight Javier Molina? Oh, he doesn't want to fight a puncher. You was thinking Andy Cruz. Well, Andy Cruz is ranked number 1 in the WBC at lightweight, so maybe Eddie Hearn trying to put something together. Who knows? Cepeda the interim champ for Shakur belt. I don't know for what. They need to go ahead and take that belt up off him. Yo, Victor, you know what's so funny, bro? I was watching the interview with him talking shit, and I'm like, yo, he looked like Tentacion, bro. Like, he do look like Triple X Tentacion. That's exactly what I was thinking when he was talking. I'm like, yo, he looked like this nigga, but he just darker than him. Let me see if I can find that video. Let me see him talking. He was popping his shit though. Oh, okay, I found it.
I would say something. Here. So
niggas got retired. I'm gonna just say this though. Niggas got retired the shiesties, bro. Like, I think the only nigga that made that shit look cool in boxing was Subriel. Subriel looked like an actual gangster. But that's because Subriel was an actual gangster. So, yeah, I mean, he don't gotta act or nothing like that. But look at this nigga. He's like an educated felon. Hold on.
Here. So I would say something, you know. Shakur, don't run anymore, bro. Don't run anymore. Coming for you, okay?
Shakur.
Here. So I would say something.
Shakur.
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 Don't run anymore, bro.
Shakur, no more running, bro. Shakur, no more running, bro. Okay? Man, shut your dumb ass up. Shut your dumb ass up, nigga. Go ahead and take that motherfucking shiesty off and show that dumb ass scalp you got, you dumb ass nigga. You look, man. I ain't even trying to talk crazy about bull, but on some real shit, get your dumb ass in line. Why don't you go beat somebody? I'm sick of these bitch ass niggas. Don't be doing nothing like Dean the Greek, little faggot ass on TikTok doing challenges and shit, making fun of real fighters. These motherfuckers don't fight nobody and they calling out champions. You bitch ass niggas ain't about to be on no Edgar Berlanga shit. Y'all niggas ain't about to be on no Jake Paul shit where y'all could just skip the line. No, y'all bitch ass niggas need to earn y'all motherfucking spot. You feel what I'm saying? Go ahead and fight another motherfucking contender. Go do what Frank Martin did. At least Frank Martin beat a Michelle Rivera. He beat a Jackson Marinez. You know, he beat a Duno. You know, I mean, like he was actually beating niggas that, you know what I mean, niggas thought had a chance against him. You know what I mean? Y'all bitch ass niggas ain't even out here trying to work for y'all opportunities. Go do what David Benavidez did. Go on a mission and go beat some people that, you know what I'm saying, actually, you know, are a threat. Y'all be fighting all turkeys and then y'all be calling out champions. Bro, it don't work like that, cuz. Make a name for yourself, my nigga. What's wrong with y'all? And nigga, you look like a this nigga look like a whole bookworm with a shiesty. Like, you don't come off as a threat, my nigga. Stop it. You's a whole bookworm, nigga. You pop out the apple. The fuck is you talking about? What the fuck?
You okay?
Nigga, I would feel really comfortable if you walk past me with this shiesty on. Because first of all, nigga, I see your whole face. I see your whole face. Nigga, you's a whole bookworm out here. You could tell me, you know, you got half the encyclopedia memorized. Nigga, ain't nobody worried about you.
Here. So
Shakur.
I would say something, you know.
I wanna say something.
Shakur.
Shakur.
Don't run anymore, bro. Don't run anymore. Coming for you, okay?
Your call out didn't even sound like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you ain't even put no bass in your voice, nigga. You ain't even say it from the diaphragm. Like, your call out didn't even sound like you was really all into that. It sounded like you read some shit off a card that was behind you. Shakur, don't run. Stop that shit. Go ahead with your goofy ass. Go beat somebody and then come back and ask. So there's plenty of niggas in the lightweight division who, you know what I mean, deserve that shot more than your soft ass. The cucumber, you talking about Kevin? Talking about the nigga Kevin that SpongeBob idolized the nigga Kevin and shit. But nah, that little nigga out here talking crazy, man. Look, when you want to come up, you supposed to be calling out niggas. I remember Floyd calling people out. Keith Thurman was calling out Paulie. You better not duck me, son. You better not duck me, son. Like, I remember all of that. So that's normal. That's not the problem that I have. But niggas like Keith and niggas like Floyd, they was beating solid niggas until they got their opportunity. And then once they got their opportunity, they took advantage of it. You ain't fight nobody. You been fighting in motherfucking clubs in Dubai Yeah, I mean, I think you had a couple fights. Oh, bro, you ain't even bring your ass to the United States yet, bro. We don't even know if that knockout power real. Like, stop it. 16 and 0, 14 knockouts that sound good, but who you doing that against? It ain't about how many fights you. Shout out to my nigga Loaded Lux, bro. I go back to this quote all the time because it applies it's so relevant in boxing. It ain't about how many fights you had, it's who you fought. That's a motherfucking fact. Shout out to my nigga Loaded Lux. You said, look at the group chat. Man, it better be something good, bro. Kevin Shakur. Yeah. Shakur, don't run, okay? Ugly ass. Ha. Go 787 Mazuma. Do you think they should feed Cambosis a Super L for trying to jump the line? I'm gonna say no. You know why I want to say no, Ghost? Because that allows Hitchens to do whatever the fuck he wants to do in the meantime. You feel what I'm saying? So I want to see Super L line it up with Hitchens as soon as possible. I don't want nobody to intervene. I don't want nobody to jump in. I keep seeing this nigga Hitchens keep calling out, all these different champions and Eddie Hearn talking about how he's the best 140. He praising Rick Hitchens. You supposed to do that because that's who you were obligated to promote. However, I don't believe you. I don't believe you. I don't believe that Hitchens is the best nigga at 140 pounds. He got to beat somebody. He beat Liam Paro. Yeah, he beat the nigga that beat Super L, but he didn't beat Super L. And we know that triangle theories don't work in the sport of boxing. We done seen it happen time and time again. So with that being said, man, why don't you fight somebody who stylistically is a threat to you? And let's see you actually do something that you haven't done before. And that's fight. Fight. Because Super L gonna make you fight. Not box. Fight. You feel what I'm saying? So we gonna see what it is, man. Like all that shit sound good. I don't want Cambosis to get in the way of none of this shit, bro. I need to see the motherfucking fade between Super L and Hitchens. And if Hitchens moves up to 47 to avoid Subrel Matias when the IBF mandates it, he is pussy. You gotta see Subrel, nigga. And I hope he do some Benavidez Morel shit. I hope he go up to 47 and look for your punk ass. Like Morel did Benavidez. Are you moving up? Oh, me too. If Hitchens move up, he pussy, bro. I swear to God. I ain't never hear about that nigga moving up until he got the belt. Ghost, think about it, man. Look at I talk about this all the time. And listen, I know Malik Hawkins and Hitchens, they levels apart. I know Hitchens is better than Malik Hawkins, but I'm talking about the style. The style, because Subrel is not gonna. He applies so much pressure. He's heavy handed, and he doesn't get tired. He gets stronger as the rounds go on, and he lets his motherfucking hands go nonstop. And he's gonna put you in a position where Hitchens not the biggest puncher neither. He's gonna put Hitchens in a position where he's gonna have to fight Subrel off of him. And Hitchens does not like the fight. He likes to stick behind his jab. He likes to throw his 1-2s. He likes to give some lateral movement and all that good shit. He only wants to take part in the science of hitting and not getting hit. You know what I'm saying? Subrel is gonna make him dig deep. Pause. You feel what I'm saying? He's gonna make Hitchens uncomfortable to the point where that he's gonna realize that he's gonna have to do more than just box. And that's when it's gonna turn into a fight. Subrel is gonna make you fight. Regardless of how good of a boxer you are, any of that. If you don't spark him, you're gonna have to fight this man up off you because He's like, this nigga's like Rambo, cuz. Trying to tell y'all something good. Watch that Subriel Matias and Malik Hawkins fight. Malik was trying to box. He was moving all around. Subriel got to him, started placing some body shots, and that was all she wrote. And then just brutalized him until the corner coach Kenny and them was like, nah, we can't do this no more. And I'm not saying Subriel can't be beat. He done lost twice already. But what I'm telling you is stylistically, he's going to be a problem for somebody like Richardson Hitchens. DJ Rush said he had Porter beating Keith Thurman clearly. I don't know about that, brother. I thought Keith Thurman was outboxing Porter and landing the harder, cleaner shots. I watched that fight a few times, too. It was close. But, Sean Porter done been besides the Bud fight where he got stopped in, all them championship fights he was in was pretty close. You feel like Gary the second best at 140? Gary a problem. The Ergashev fight, Ergashev was, when I was watching him come up, I seen him fight Mike Fox, who's a good friend of mine. Aggressive, powerful, explosive. Yeah, all the tools. And when I heard Subriel was fighting him, I got kind of nervous, like, but Subriel brought the bitch out of Ergashev, man. Brought the bitch out of him. I couldn't believe what I was seeing. I don't give a fuck how many belts Gary Antoine get. T.O. not going to look his way, bro. He's avoiding niggas that was less than Gary, a.k.a. Arnold Barbosa. That nigga was a mandatory at the WBO for like 3 years. I thought Sean Porter lost a couple. I thought he lost to Ugas. And I thought Danny beat him too. I remember niggas in the group chat like, oh, Ergashev beating Subriel ass. I'm like, let this shit go by. That was just the first round. Subriel pick it up later on. Subriel started turning that shit up. This nigga Ergashev started looking for help. He goes like, help, get this nigga off me. Yeah, Danny beating Keith. I don't think Danny beat Keith neither. And the reason why, he was playing second too much. Kept trying to play the counter punching role, and Keith Thurman started peeping that. It was just boxing, bro. I like my favorite Subriel fights. I like the Malik Hawkins one. I ain't gonna say Dadashev, man. Rest in peace to Dadashev. Even though that was an amazing performance. Out of respect for Dadashev, I'm not gonna mention that as one of my favorite fights from Subriel. I like the Jukinbayev fight, the Ergashev fight, the Jeremiah Ponce fight, and I like that Malik Hawkins one, man. I like that Malik Hawkins one. No. The dude that he eventually lost against, his name was like Petros Anion, some shit like that. That was his first loss. He rematched him and beat his ass. But before he stopped him, bro, them niggas was going band for band in that motherfucker. That shit was crazy. That was a good ass fight. His recent one was good too. Boy had a whole lot of heart, man. I don't know why they keep letting that fight go. That doctor was trying to get that boy toe tagged. Subriel got the style where like he will not stop punching no matter what happens. He's not going to stop punching. He punches in combinations. And Subriel low key accurate too, so you keep getting hit in the head by them punches nonstop. You might not make it home. Danny is really economical with his punches, and the problem is he's so hell bent on counter punching that if you sit there and stand in front of Danny, that nigga refuses to lead. And Keith Thurman broke it down perfectly when assessing the fight with Danny. He was, I've never seen somebody so content with being second. So he said, all right. He started throwing feints in there. Danny will try to throw his little counters, and he'll counter Danny counters. Keep, double, triple the jab. So Danny couldn't. He was giving Danny lateral movement because he noticed that when Danny wasn't flat-footed, he wasn't punching. Like little shit like that. Lorenzo said, yo, Mark, wasn't there a story that Subriel and another top fighter was sparring, and the coach said he will never let them spar again? That was Coach Panda, and he was referring to Subriel sparring William Cepeda. He said he had them spar one time, and he was like, he's not going to have them ever spar again because, if they keep sparring each other, they're not going to make it to their fights. So I already know what type time they was on. They was getting that shit cracking. I bet Matias was whooping Cepeda ass. I'm willing to bet whatever on that. Cepeda put a lot of pressure, though. He let his hand. Yeah, that's perfect for Matias, though. Matias don't got to look for you. You try to send a pocket with him, he's going to fuck you up 9 times out of 10. DJ Rush said, I like to see champions fight each other, of course. But I believe one person having all the belts is too much power for one man to hold. In one division, the champion can just duck continuously if want to. So it sounds like you're against Undisputed. I never heard that before. I don't think it necessarily gives them too much power because at the end of the day, those world titles are going to demand him to fight somebody. If you got 4 belts, you're going to have 4 mandatories. So in reality, unless like you this big draw that's just in the sanctioning body's pockets like Canelo, you really don't got to say so in who your mandatory is. You know what I mean? And once they order it, they order it. Turning back. If you got good movement and boxing skill, you could beat Danny. I remember when Mauricio Herrera whooped Danny ass in Puerto Rico. A Mexican beat Danny ass in Puerto Rico, and ever since then, Puerto Rico never fucked with Danny because they embarrassed the island like that. And they gave Danny a gift decision, bro. He made an absolute shit show of himself. Warren Big 56. Yeah, I talked about Keith's return. I said it wasn't really much to analyze because I told you off the rip that Brock Jarvis was not no high caliber fighter. It was, specifically a tune-up fight. Keith knew that. The world knew that. And Keith Thurman knew that the dude ain't belong in there with him, so he got him up out of there. 3 rounds. Beautiful left uppercut hurt him. Made it back to his feet. Keith Thurman punched on him some more. He went down again. Before that, first round, Brock Jarvis was just trying to come out and try to assert his dominance and shit like that. Keith Thurman started picking it up more in the second round, using his jab and placing some body shots here and there. Third round, I noticed Keith hurt Brock with a body shot. Brock was terrible at, concealing his body language. So as a result, Keith Thurman noticed it, started going to Jarvis, started letting his hands go, boom, sparked him. It was really that simple. Thurman about to fight again in 2028. That's crazy. In 2028, my son gonna be what? 5 years old. My son gonna be in kindergarten and Keith gonna come back. Yeah, bro. Danny fought in the island one time and they was like, nope, take your ass back to Brooklyn, nigga. Like, damn. Puerto Rico was so embarrassed about Danny, they all cut Danny off. Danny peaked at 40. Yeah, when he got to 47, bro, they gave him a belt, to be honest with you. Like, who he beat for the belt? Robert Guerrero. They found out he was fighting Robert Guerrero in the WBC was like, oh, we should put our vacant belt up. Yeah, Danny did numbers in Brooklyn. I wonder why they never tried to get Danny to fight the Wells Fargo, like Boots. He could have did some numbers at the Fargo. They probably didn't believe in Danny's ability to sell like that. Yeah, Keith Thurman was letting his hands go. He shot that left uppercut right inside Brock guard. Brock, you could tell he was inexperienced. He shelled up with his head looking down at the canvas, not even looking at Keith, and Keith got him. Bing! Hit him with a shot he ain't see, snapped his head back. It was a big shot, but I think what hurt him the most was that Brock wasn't watching what Keith was doing. He was looking directly at the canvas from what I saw. Yeah, I wonder why Danny just decided to he probably didn't have no say, but you know what I mean? They're going to be embarrassed by Berlanga, too, if he fights in PR. Boots versus Virgil. Let's see it. One Boots move up, Virgil should have some type of world title by then if he stay on the right track. Let's get that shit popping. I got Boots all day. I didn't say that. I know you're probably not referring to me, but just to clarify, I never said that Keith was fucking with Earl. I said that Keith and Earl would be a good fight right now because they like in the same boat for real in terms of being inactive and, not having big opportunities in front of them right now. New junior middleweights. They should fight each other. Why not? Yo, Hitchens trying to argue with Cambosis and all his fans and everyone in the replies just talking about Matias. Nobody want to see that shit. Yeah, it's like Hitchens is like trying his best to ignore Matias, bro. Like, bro, if y'all don't smell pussy, then y'all niggas never been around pussy before. That's all I'm gonna say. Like, for real. Like, you bigging up Cambosis, cuz? Like, that's what we doing? That's a damn shame. Yeah, I think No Limit's gonna put that fight together. I think No Limit gonna try to put together Keith and Zoo. But Zoo gotta get past Joey Spencer, which I think he will. And if he don't get past Joey Spencer, then he just ain't got it no more. You know what I'm saying? That means Bakram and Sebastian took something from him. You know what I'm saying? I think Tim Tszyu fucked himself over. I think he should have took his time, with coming back against Sebastian Fundora because he was still traumatized by the cut on the top of his head. Because I remember Bakram and Zoo had got, I don't know if it was a head clash or what it was. I think it was a head, but and Tim Tszyu panicked. The first thing he did was touch the top of his head to see if he was bleeding. He wasn't over that. From a mental aspect, he was not over that cut. You know what I'm saying? He didn't believe in the healing process behind his cut. That was a real traumatizing moment for him, and I'm surprised Zoo didn't bleed out from that whole, bro. He lost so much blood that night. Yeah, Zoo had 2024 was not Zoo year, bro. That's for sure. I know what my favorite Kambosos fight is. That was the only fight that we seen Kambosos rise to the occasion. He been getting his ass whooped since then. Theo Senior told me on the phone, he was like, he had no air in his lungs. Oh, here go this little nigga crying again. This nigga Theo Senior said he didn't have no air in his lungs. I was like, damn, how was he breathing then? Young boy just, I ain't even gonna say nothing. I ain't trying to get scolded by my girl, you know what I'm saying? They say he had a hole in his esophagus or some shit like that. Then the nigga say he ain't have no air in his lungs. I don't know, bro. I just know that it's impossible to fight 12 rounds with no air in your lungs. There's no, like, he made it seem like this nigga T.O. fought 12 rounds without breathing. I was like, what? I didn't understand that. Like, how? Like, T.O. Senior is an idiot. Junior Senior is a fucking idiot. My son did 12 rounds with no air in his lungs. How? This nigga was throwing punches for 36 minutes and didn't take a breath. This nigga must be like Aquaman or something. This nigga could just, he don't need oxygen. He can just stay underwater, whatever. This nigga just, he don't need air. Nigga T.O. is superhero, cuz. They could put that nigga T.O. in space and he'll survive. Yeah, that nigga T.O., you could throw that nigga in space and he'll survive. You know what I'm saying? That nigga said, yeah, no air in his lungs. My grandson is black, you fucking asshole. I was cracking the fuck up when he said that, bro. And I watched that shit back. Like, all right, nigga. Your daughter likes BBC. What else? What else you want to tell me? Let's get one more question before I get up out of here, man. That man said that boy said he put cocaine on his wee-wee when he's having relations with a woman. I did not know that was a thing. And then I was reading Richard Pryor. They said Richard Pryor did the same thing, bro, with his girlfriend Pam Grier. And apparently, Pam Grier, uh, that Pam Grier had cocaine like all in her cervix and shit. And that was probably why she wasn't able to have kids. And then the doctor also asked, like, if whenever she was, doing what she was doing with Aaron Pryor, did her mouth ever feel numb? And she admitted, yeah. They said that I'm saying Aaron Pryor, Richard Pryor. Not Aaron Pryor, Richard Pryor, the comedian. I'm sorry. They said that Richard Pryor had so much cocaine in his system that it was like, that shit was like coming out his pores pretty much. Yeah, Tio Senior was definitely drunk while he was talking because he was slurring. Like if you go back and you watch that replay, he was slurring crazy. Like he kept repeating himself, and you could tell he wasn't sober. I don't know if he was drunk, but he wasn't sober. And he admitted that he was drunk and he was on cocaine. Yeah, Pam Grier was definitely fine as fuck. One of the baddest. I'm still stuck on Tyler though, man. Sorry. Shorty really fine as shit. Let me become a celebrity and watch what happens. I'm getting right to her. I'm shooting right at her. Yeah, how the fuck I'm clout? How the fuck this nigga talking about I shouldn't even be talking to you, bro? You went out your way to talk to me, nigga. You was in my comments. You said I'm gonna make you famous today, nigga. You not famous, your son is. Don't nobody know who the fuck you is. G-Bo, what up? Yeah, not Aaron Pryor, Richard Pryor. I'm sorry. Then what the fuck he was talking about? He said you ain't even got no comments, bro. I'm like, bro, my comments always jumping, nigga. Fuck is you talking about? Even if I don't got that many viewers, niggas interacting in the chat. What the fuck was that? What the fuck? He said he had a chin like his son. I'm like, bro, your son got his chin cracked one time. He got put on his ass. Like, what is he talking about? Yeah, like he tripping. Man, T.O. Jr. know not to answer no phone call for me. I'm airing him. You think I was disrespecting his father. Imagine what I'd do to him. He the main problem. Yeah, he said, nigga, Senior do not want to see me, bro. On my son, he don't want to see me. I would have smacked the shit out of T.O. Look, I'm not like any of these niggas, bro. This is what y'all gotta understand. If I tell a nigga that I'm gonna slap him, it take a certain amount. It take a lot for me to say that because I'm not a confrontational person. I avoid trouble, all that. If I could dead it, I did it. But if I tell you I'm gonna slap you, bro, that mean that shit, like, I've come to the conclusion in my mind that whatever happens, happens. And once I get there, ain't nobody can convince me otherwise. I would slap the shit out of T.O. Senior, and I could give a fuck about his health issues or him being a cokehead. Give a fuck about none of that. You risking it all for Tyler? Shit. Tyler been the one, cuz. That's a beautiful woman right there. I was just looking at her, bro. She be all on my Explore page. Let me see. Let me look back. Tyler been fine. Let me see. There she go. Oh, you can't really see her in this joint. It's a bunch of boxing. Where the fuck is Tyler at? It should be on my timeline all the time. There she go. Jesus Christ. I seen the John. I was just looking at one of them Johns. Mm-hmm. She know what she doing. Talking about she look hungry. Nigga, just because you like fat bitches don't mean that she hungry, nigga. You like your bitches. The problem is you like your bitches full. Yeah, J Cash know I love Tyler. I do. I ain't got a cap. No, I love Tyler. You know what I mean? My girl ain't gonna do shit. She got her little celebrity crushes too. She be alright. So she can have celebrity crushes, and that's a problem when I got one. Fuck out of here. She be alright. Yeah, Tyler's definitely my type. For sure. But I'm gonna get up out of here, man. I gotta get up early to drop my son off and go to work and all that bullshit. So I'm gonna get at y'all, man. Y'all have a blessed, beautiful night. It was great talking with y'all. Had some great conversations. You feel what I mean? I'm gonna be back at y'all with another live tomorrow. Until then, this is Mazuma TV. Y'all have a blessed, beautiful one, man. I'm up out of here. Peace.